by nature, I'm not really good at being super sweet.
You don't
I'm more
need to
like
be.
hey, let me go wash your car, or
I know.
let me go get you
Acts of
gas.
kindness.
Hey guys, welcome to the show. I'm Josh,
I'm Billy.
And I'm Ashley.
and today we're going to be talking about farmer needs hot new free help.
They sent him a few farmhands.
They made it very clear that's not what they're looking for.
One of them said that's not what he's looking for.
That's
but
true. Only one of them.
I'm pretty
did
sure
say
he was
it.
lying.
All right, so this show, what did we think?
So I tell you what, man, the first episode was cool. What I liked about it is how it differs from other love shows, right? It's not like they're throwing all these people into a group together and they had to choose from each other. Each farmer got 8 different girls to choose from. Not the same girls, right? They got their own set of girls
Right.
to choose from.
Their own set of girls.
Their own set of girls. That's right. They took them on a quick speed date, and then they got to narrow it down to 5, in this first episode. So I thought that was cool. And not only that, but the girl had to agree that, yeah, I like the date as well. So sure, I'll come to your farm with you.
And there was
So I
a
like that aspect.
pre-screening
Yeah,
to
exactly.
get it to this point.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just like this random, I didn't know who
Yeah.
I was coming here for.
And then what I will say about this show, too, so I was looking it up. So evidently, the original Farmer Needs a Wife was in 2001 in the UK. And evidently, this thing's been like a phenomenon all over the world except the US. I guess CW tried it in 2008 and it flopped. But from this show, there have been 180 marriages and 410 children. So it's a pretty damn successful show.
I don't know how many
In the
though.
rest of the world.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, in the dozens of...
Well,
Yeah.
180 out of 2 million.
who
I
knows?
think of the
200,
20
what are we
plus
talking
years
about?
of bachelors
Right,
and
20.
bachelorettes, there's been 3 successful
Right,
marriages.
right,
So
exactly.
it's still pretty dang good.
Oh, yeah. Pretty
Yeah.
successful. Pretty good
What do we
success
think
rate,
about
yeah.
this host?
Oh, Jennifer Nettles, yeah, she's a country music singer. She's good. Yeah,
All right.
I mean,
A lot of
when I was
country
younger.
accents going on in this show.
How do you feel about
Yeah, a
that?
lot
Do you
of-
understand them?
It's foreign to me.
Yeah, you do have a hard time
That's right.
understanding
You
accents.
got a lot of Yankee accents going on in this show too. A lot of these women from New York
Yeah.
and New Jersey, and
A little
Yeah.
bit different of a show than what we're used to. That's for sure.
No, absolutely.
I do like that. I don't understand, or I can't. It's hard for me to picture these women from New York or LA, like these
Oh,
high
yeah.
city lives, wanting to come live on a ranch or a farm. But I do like the diversity of it from
Hmm.
the type of women and everyone. Just the women and the 4 farmers, they all seem like your regular people.
Yeah.
I mean, some of them are better looking and some of them are very average looking, but they all seem like regular people and not like people who are out there to
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you
boost
got,
their.
yeah, I mean, and it seems like for the most part they're all in their early to mid 30s, right? I mean, some of the women, one woman, Sydney, the one that I think it was Hunter that said she looks like a Barbie princess or whatever, Disney princess. She's 22, so she's super young. But the rest of them are all relatively in their, like I said, late 20s, early 30s to mid 30s range. So
What do we think about these cowboys, these farmers?
yeah, man. So
They're right.
yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, it's kind of like
They're
it's
pretty
kinda-
normal looking
Yeah,
guys.
yeah,
They're
well,
not
I mean,
Is
like
it Ryan? I said.
Yeah, Ryan's a pretty good looking dude.
I think I
Ryan's-
like Ryan.
Yeah,
the
I mean,
most,
but the rest of
yeah.
them aren't ugly. They're all just average looking guys, right? So
But, I
yeah,
mean,
they're
you
not
have-
like crazy studs though.
right, and
no.
I like that. Like, it's not this almost unrealistic type of expectation of what you see in the movies or
Right.
something.
or like you see on some of these other love
Now
shows where
Ryan,
it's all
he raises horses, breeds horses.
yeah. So all these guys are either horse breeders or cattle
cattle.
farmers or both.
And
Right,
I feel like there's more of an appeal, at least for me as a woman, to go with a horse breeder than a cattle farmer. But I don't know.
I kind of wish they would have had one of the guys be like Hispanic or something like that. Add a little bit more flavor to it.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely not. Well, that's the thing that killed me too, right? So, and there's plenty of Texan women in the show. I was looking about. There's a lot of women for Texas, but none of the guys, right? So Ryan's from North Carolina. I think it was Landon. One of the guys is from Georgia. Then you got a guy from Tennessee and a guy from Oklahoma. But there's no Texas in there. That's kind of surprised me. There was no Texas cattle ranchers.
Not
in there.
everything needs Texas, Bill.
There was a
Right.
lot. There was a lot of Texan women in this show. I tell you that though.
Well, they want to get out of Texas.
So
They're like, I really wanted to be the wife of a farmer, of a rancher,
Just not in Texas.
but just not in Texas.
So you think Ryan out of all of them? So
Yeah,
far?
that's my favorite. I think I can't. Is it Landon or
Landon,
I don't.
Alan,
There's
Hunter.
one. There's one of them.
Alan's the one that was like a little socially awkward.
Two of them
Oh,
blend together
yeah,
for me. Landon and Hunter
exactly.
blend
Exactly.
together.
Similar, yeah.
But one of those two has a saying for everything.
Ashley is just cuter than a speckled pup sleeping in the shade of a wagon wheel.
Oh, she's beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
Her eyes are like this. I get lost in that like a blah, 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 and I can't even remember what his
I had a
quotes
friend
are.
of mine tell me once this, and it's stuck with me ever since.
I
Right?
think
He's always got some kind of saying, yeah.
Yeah, I like his little sayings that he has. Yeah, the guy with the mustache.
Yeah, the guy with the handlebar,
Alan.
that's Alan. So,
Alan.
yeah, he's socially awkward.
Very awkward.
When it's funny, because even like the producers pulling him aside, like, dude, are you okay? Just
I
trying
do
to talk
like
to him.
how it shows his interaction with the film crew and the
I do
producers and
too.
stuff
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Because it's like he's being his real self. He's like, you know, you can tell he's not on this show to build up his social profile and get famous or anything. Because you can tell it's very uncomfortable and awkward for him to be in this scenario to begin with.
Well, and I can
So-
tell you kind of get that vibe from all of them, right? They all seem
Right.
very down to earth, just normal guys that are legitimately trying to look for a wife, you know? So,
I do like the setup to the show better than most others.
Yeah.
So
The pre-screening, like
the pre-screening, how they have to kind of choose each other. The fact that they start off with 8, have to whittle it down to 5, and then get kind of personal
I
with that
agree.
5.
yeah, that's what I was
So-
saying earlier.
maybe that's
exactly.
why this show works.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know
Does
if
it
they'd
work?
use
I
the
mean,
same
I think
format
it's
in the
too
other
early to
shows.
tell if it works in
this scenario.
Right.
in the U.S.,
Right.
especially since it seems to lack the crazy drama that a lot of these bring.
Yeah, well, although, you know, when you're seeing the previews for future episodes, it seemed like there's going to be some drama in there, right?
A
Well, and
little
you got the
bit.
one girl, Cassidy Joe, who's already like crying, "Oh, you picked me last. Oh, but now I get to go to this farm with him." So, you know, you get a little bit you get that one girl that's you know, this is that
I don't
you
know if she was like that,
Oh,
But
but
she's
he
totally like that.
picked her
She was totally
last, and she was upset about that. But
She
then
was
he
actually
chose
not-
her to go.
To the
she was
farm with her.
actually
Yeah.
not going to be picked. Let's be fair.
Exactly.
That is
Exactly.
true.
So
Yeah,
that is
exactly.
an issue, I think.
But then he chose her to be the one
Which
to go
was
to the farm.
cool. I
Yeah.
like that he kind of made up for it. And
Yeah.
I actually really liked her.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I liked her attitude because
Yeah,
she
she had a
seemed
good
to be all in on this dude and like, you know, pretty aggressive compared to him
Mhm.
being kind of timid.
Yeah, she's just a very like outgoing, outspoken kind of person, right? So, and I think that kind of threw him off the back because they were the first date, right? They had the
And
first
she
date
tried
together.
to like grab his hand and put it on her heart and vice
heart's
versa.
racing.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he's like, ah!
Contact.
she's like, is your heart not?
Social distancing. What are you doing?
She's like, is your heart not racing? He's like, I'm cool.
I also like when they went back to the like all their houses or cabins or whatever they
Mm-hmm.
are all seem very similar. There's antlers on the wall, and
Well, yeah, Maytime
The one
bachelors, man,
girl-
cowboy bachelors.
yeah, the one girl kind of reacted like, and then she's like, "Who designed this?" Whatever. And I mean, I thought they were nicer than what I expected for someone who's a bachelor, a farmer, a rancher.
I
They're
actually
ranchers,
think the
right? Not
women.
farmers.
They're ranchers.
They're
Yeah, they're
called
ranchers.
farmers.
It
but they're
says farmer, but they're
ranchers.
ranchers. Yeah.
Right.
I think the women are like pretty hot on the show though.
A lot of them are. Yeah, absolutely.
Where I feel like the guys are like pretty average, above average, but like the
Mhm.
girls I feel are pretty hot.
Oh yeah, a lot of them are. Yeah,
Yeah.
But then there's some that really aren't, right?
Yeah, there's some
But
aren't, but like
most of
some
them
of them get even whittled down. They say, you know, maybe looks don't matter, but it seems like some of them were chosen for their looks.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. Absolutely, some were chosen for their looks. Ain't no doubt about it. I mean, even that.
Wow.
Even what was it? Which one was it? It was either Hunter. It was Hunter or one of them. It was again that picked Sydney. He was like, "Oh my God, she's just like a Disney princess, you know, just gorgeous." So yeah, you chose her for her looks, you know. So yeah, of course they did.
She was magical as well.
That's right.
She's a Disney
That's
princess.
Now,
and then
Alan,
Ashley,
Alan goes to
Yeah, I like
choose
Ashley.
his first person, and she turns him down.
Ariana, yeah, man. She
What
was,
do we think
Yeah.
of that?
Well, it's funny because when it showed their date, they seemed to hit it off. Like they seemed to be having a good
I
conversation.
I
and everything.
think I
you know?
was kind of picking up she wasn't having as much fun as him
Yeah.
because he was acting like that's like his real number one.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And I'm like,
And kind of find out, yeah, and that's got to be hurtful for him, right? The first
Yeah.
girl he
He
chooses,
handled it
you,
very
you
well.
can
He did.
tell
He
he
handled
was
it awesome.
super nervous on the second one because
Oh,
if
yeah.
she also would have said, nah, he would have been like,
yeah.
just
Maybe-
shoot me.
Maybe,
Put me
the,
down.
maybe
Right.
the second one said yes just to be polite at that point.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
But yeah, I thought considering how awkward he has been
hmm
with his interactions and being on camera, being rejected on camera in front of the other group of women, I thought he handled that
Oh, he
very
First
did.
one out too, like
Yeah.
so. It's like, oh my
Yeah.
god, is
But,
it
yeah.
gonna? are all of them going to be like this,
Yeah.
or
Oh, yeah.
someone give me some hope?
I mean, the way he reacted, he's like, "Hey, you know, I appreciate your honesty. You know, thank you. I respect your decision. You know, thanks for coming."
But honestly,
he
what are you
did
going to
handle it
say?
very well.
Like, get the hell out of here.
Right, right. Well, screw you then.
Well, I can
There's 7
picture-
other women here who would love to come to my house.
I think.
But I could picture him just being like, "Oh, okay, well, that was awkward," because
Right.
he's kind of been awkward like that. But he
No,
was
he did a good job.
He rolled right into it. I appreciate your honesty.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
So
And then I like the next setup where they get to choose one person for the next 24 hours. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I do, and I like that he made up with kind of Cassidy Joe by choosing her.
yeah.
That was good. You know, and she like like I said, she's just outgoing. Seemed like she's got a just a genuine, good-hearted person. So it was good to see him choose her and give her that shot first, and kind of because again, like she was the first person he dated. So they were both nervous, right? That's the first person he gets to talk to. So his nerves are there. So to have a better icebreaker, just having her to himself for 24 hours, I think it was a good idea.
I really can't believe though he was going to pass her up. Though
Yeah,
that
that was
surprises
crazy.
me.
You say that. Maybe he wasn't. Maybe he was saving his number one for last.
Maybe.
So maybe he
No.
dropped
Well, no,
somebody
'cause
else.
He
No,
chose
he
number one,
said
and that was the
Ariana.
girl he was most into.
All right.
Because he flat out said he flat out said like, "Oh, Ariana's awesome, man."
Yeah,
She's
so I
totally
don't think
number
he's like, let me shuffle them around all of a sudden.
Right.
So,
Right.
Save the best for last.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No?
But
Hmm.
Now, some of the other guys might have done that because the way they talked up some of the girls and then where they placed them in their choosing.
yeah, I
was
think
like,
so.
Yeah.
I was kind of surprised. Ashley, I think, got chosen last or
Yeah.
close to the end.
Uh-huh.
So
Yeah.
Ash-
She
no,
got chosen.
The young
he
one.
chose 2 Ashleys.
Yeah.
mhm.
Who was that chose Ash?
Was it Hunter? It was either Hunter or the other one that we
The-
think.
the
Landon.
twins
It was
together?
Landon.
It was Landon. Yeah.
But the Ashley that has the daughter with
the colored hair.
and the
Yeah.
blue hair and I really like her.
Yeah,
She looks kind of young, and to have a kid.
Yeah, she's 32,
Yeah.
but she looks a lot younger. Yeah,
Oh, wow.
and she's very outgoing. Just good, pretty girl.
I thought they hit it
outgoing.
off pretty good.
Yeah, no doubt, man. He was like, oh, her kid probably get along great with my nieces. So, yeah, I like that, man. I think that he chose her to go to the cabin with him, and I think that's gonna be a good match. I'm hoping that's gonna be a good match
Now-
because they seem good together.
Do you think that they chose the person like how they were choosing who to go to the cabin with first? Because I think they go to the cabin with the one person and then the group comes.
All
They
of them
don't
show up
each
next, yeah.
have their own
No.
24 hours with
Yeah.
them.
Right.
So you think that they chose their number ones to go or the ones that they think they might want to eliminate?
I think Alan just had Cassidy Joe's name in his mind because he said it
Right.
last
Right.
one.
Right. But
Because he did have a hard time remembering some people's
Oh
names.
yeah. Oh yeah. But I think it's going to turn out well for him by choosing her, and I think he did the right thing by choosing her to go with.
Well,
So
she does question the cabinets, and he does say, like, my ex,
Did
chose
that,
her.
right?
So she's like, I'm going to have to
was
probe
he,
that a little
was he
later.
married?
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Did they not? I guess they pre-screen this. Do you think they
Yeah.
would mention something like that? I
Yeah,
don't
you
know.
think so?
I mean, I would imagine they mentioned, because they each pre-screened each other. They got
Mhm.
to see a video of them and they got to see their profile. So I imagine that they knew some of these women might have children and things like that.
Right.
And they still chose them to come. So
No,
I
exactly.
would think that it would be revealed whether or not they were married before. But
Yeah,
Who
you think
knows?
so?
I don't
So
know.
maybe it's an ex-girlfriend. I guess we'll find out in the next
Did
episode.
did any other females or people stand out to you guys?
Yeah, there were plenty of females that stood out.
Well, I
Who
mean,
was the
that
girl
like
that
you
was
zeroed
playing
in
with
on.
the pig?
Oh, what was her name? Yeah, was it Lily?
I liked her. I loved her dress
I
the
think-
first night. The long, flowy, like purple dress.
I think it was Lily. Was that the
Probably
one that Ryan
was either
chose?
Haley or
Or
Sydney.
no, it wasn't Lily.
the long,
yeah.
flowy purple dress with the blonde hair. I
Lily
really
didn't
liked
get
that.
chosen to go on the 24-hour thing. So
Ryan's girl? I thought Ryan chose Lily to go on the 24-hour.
Ryan chose Haley.
Oh, it's just Haley. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
I
digging
feel like
Lily. I was digging
Alan,
Portia.
and I don't know any of their names.
Yeah, I mean, and that's got to be difficult for these guys too, right? And you got to tell 3 women, sorry, right off the bat. So it's like, damn, and it's
Yeah,
funny
that's
'cause-
a tough choice.
well, and the
Yeah.
funny thing is when Jennifer Nettles is like, hey, how you feeling? He's like, yeah, I'm not feeling that great. I think it was Landon or it was either Landon or what was the other guy's name? It looks like Landon.
Hunter.
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 It was one of those two. It's like,
Jeez.
yeah, I'm not feeling
We
so
We
good.
gotta differentiate these two guys.
He
I
was
need
like,
to
yeah,
know
I'm not
which one
feeling so
has
hot
the
right now. Right.
Because I think my favorite are Ryan, and then the one with the.
I think that might be Landon. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, Landon's the one who
I
said,
want to find the girl that I can make it work with. I want to find the girl that I can't make it work without.
I love
can't.
that.
Yeah.
All right, so what are your final thoughts on the show here?
So I got high hope for it, man. Like I said, we talked about how it definitely starts out different than most of the love shows we've been watching. And I appreciate that difference. I like how it's not just a whole bunch of people thrown in together and these 4 guys are fighting over all the same women. I like that they each got their own women to choose from. Bringing their own women to their own
I
place.
don't really like
You know?
saying it that way.
But
They each got their own group of women.
I don't know if I like this 40 minutes once a week kind of stuff. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, that always sucks. You know, having
That's,
to wait for the
I
next
mean, you're on
episode.
Fox.
network TV,
Yeah,
but
Exactly.
Yeah.
but
But-
compared to like watching the stuff on Netflix and stuff like that, I mean, I don't know. They got to figure something out.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We
Yeah,
like to
'Cause
binge
you
watch
can't
stuff.
wait a whole nother week to see what's going on here, and then you get 40 minutes. Come on.
I know. I love to, like, I need to know the next. Like, I'm so spoiled with
Yeah,
Netflix,
yeah.
Hulu.
I mean,
Hulu
at
and
least
all these
drop
shows.
like 3 at once or something.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
like
know.
that
Make them
format.
hour and a half. Do what you got to do to make it better.
Keep us engaged.
Do something, damn it.
I mean, by next week we might have moved on. You know.
I need to
That's
know what happens to Cassidy Jones.
That's right. I mean, especially when we got Love Is Blind coming out in a couple weeks again, right?
Exactly. Yeah, they are competing with
Yeah.
that.
So, oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see if this show takes off. I'm guessing like it's just hard to compete with Netflix and their format. First off, so
Yeah.
even though I like the setup to this, I don't know if people are gonna wait once a week to tune into this.
Yeah, exactly.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, we would definitely like to know
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
There you have, folks. That is Farmer. Does he need a wife or does he want a wife? Which one is it?
Or is it? Why did they just call it random?
That farmer's getting a wife, one way or another. He hopes he
There
is
you go.
anyway.
Yeah, and I'm also interested to know like how does this end in marriage or what?
I think it
happens
ends
at
in
the end?
marriage, right?
That would be
yeah.
Like, is that the requirement thing? Like,
Yeah, I
that's
think-
how
He
it-
needs a wife. He doesn't need a girlfriend.
That's right. He needs a
That's
damn wife.
true.
That's right.
That's
That's right. He doesn't just need a ranch hand.
Even
Yeah.
though that one girl was 45 minutes away from that one guy to begin with, he could have just like saw her out or
Yeah,
whatever.
exactly.
He needs to. One of them needs to expand his range. He's like, there's always so much distance.
There's
you
like
can
two
sit
girls. He
around."
said there were only like 2 girls on a date night.
Maybe he was only going 30 miles.
Yeah, I
Maybe
don't
he
know what
was
he's doing, but,
45.
you know, you might want to
Maybe
open it
that
up a
50
little
mile
more. or something.
Open that aperture up to 50, 60 miles.
Yeah,
Mhm.
maybe.
But, all right, folks. So there you have it. That's Farmer Needs a Wife or Farmer Wants a Wife, however you want to say it. They all want some wives, right? Who doesn't?
Just one wife each.
Yeah, but they get a lot to choose from. So that's kind of good for
All
them.
right, because they got their
Yeah.
own group of women.
Exactly. But hey, we liked it. Please let us know what you think about it. Press like and subscribe. And until next time, we'll check you in our next review.
See you guys.
See ya.